Hey guys, welcome back. We got some work on the Bonneville today.
Yep. Yeah, working hard on my birthday to give you guys some good content. So this video is going to be about if you have a Bonneville and your doors, your door locks, the windows go out completely.
Basically everything, you know, your seat controls, your anything electronic that controls rolling down windows, unlocking.
So all of that, if those all go out or sporadically go off and on of when they work, this video will be about how to fix that. I have not seen any video, only forum posts on how to fix this, so this will be the first video on how to do that. But before we get into that, we'll have to show you what we just got for the Bonneville.
Something incredibly cool.
Of doing, and what I actually purchased is some Bonneville GXP calipers.
The V8 brakes.
And those work really good, but also the Grand Prix GXP rotors also fit, and they're pretty good. And I had bought that set, and Davis was like, wow, you know what would be cool? If you got this set of ATS-V Brembo brakes, because I've heard that they fit on the Bonneville. I'm like, no way. Okay, so we returned last week the calipers GXP that I had bought, and we bought these.
Massive Cadillac Brembos.
Yeah, look, they even have like the casting of the Brembo on the back. That's cool. I wish that were on the front, but because I feel like that might wear away with time. Yeah. Who knows?
I mean, it does say Brembo right there.
Yeah, it does say Brembo. I just feel like that is going to wear away eventually.
And these are cheaper.
Made in Mexico.
These are cheaper than the remanufactured uncoated ones. These ones that are coated with Cadillac's logo.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Cheaper.
And also, for whatever reason, these had no core charge, absolutely nothing. It ended up being cheaper than the other ones.
Guys, if you want to put big brakes on your Bonneville, or I guess it also works on the Park Avenues or whatever the Buick ones. H-bodies. This is just a direct bolt-on, and you just need GXP rotors. You need these, the pads, and you need the GXP brake lines.
Yep. I think for sure you need like all of those. I'm thinking the brake lines, like we don't know exactly which brake line you need.
You might be able to make the stock ones work.
You might be able to. Depends. The GXP one is in a weird location, so you need the GXP lines for that, which I bought. Yeah. And I didn't return, so we're gonna try those out too because they're longer than the stock ones. But yeah, apparently these are bolt in place, and we're gonna see. And we put the GXP. This is a GXP bracket, so this is bigger. And
you can see the bolt holes right there and there. There's tape covering that, but it does fit perfectly over it. So
that's a good sign. That's a good sign that works.
It'll bolt up.
So
or should. I mean, everything online's pointed towards it should. And these cars, they come with single piston front brakes. Insane on such a heavy car.
Yeah, and then GXP was dual piston in the front. And this is quad. The 4-piston brakes, like this thing will stop on a dime.
This is so cool. I mean, this comes up on the ATS. This is like the same kind of Brembo that's on my Mustang. Those are like the GT500 brakes. So this thing is going to stop. And he also got bigger brackets for the rear, so you got bigger rotors and pads for the rear too.
Yeah, because the GXPs, they run the same caliper, but they run a bigger bracket that lets you have a bigger brake pad. Yeah, if you look at my rotor, there's a good portion of a rotor that's not being utilized by the brake pad. So that lets you fit a bigger one, so more braking in the back as well. Yep. So that will be really cool. But yeah, we're gonna try to test fit this on today, as well as I'm gonna pull the front seat out, pull up my carpet, fix the wiring underneath the carpet, and
fix the windows, the door locks.
Hopefully, all that will start working again. My power seat, this whole reason that this has gone prolonged for since summertime when this originally started happening, is that the seat in the tracks, you have the bolts. Now, if your seat stops working at a particular position and those bolts are covered, there's no way to get those bolts out unless you get your seat working. I just figured out how to get the seat working. It was specifically the memory module in the door. The fuse to that in the back was blown, and it blew again. But I can get it working long enough for me to pull the seat out, and that's all that's going to matter. And I'm going to figure out what that is exactly later, because I don't really care now. All I care about is getting my windows and door locks actually working again. Yep. So annoying to not have working windows at all.
And especially when it rains so much here. If a window rolls down, you can't roll it back up.
Yep, that's been a problem. And so that's what this video is going to be about. You'll see that later, but I'm hoping we'll be able to test fit this in the same video.
No drama. We can put the wheel on too, spin it, see if it clears. I mean, those are actually GT500 wheels.
Yeah, they're way bigger wheels.
They're meant for big brakes.
Yeah, like these came with 16s and 17s stock, and these are 18s.
Yeah, these are from the 13 to 14 GT500s, and those actually came with 6-pot brakes.
Oh, wow.
Even bigger. So
that's crazy. Yeah, so these should have no problem fitting. I just, I'm thinking about like stock. That works, so it should work. But like I'm thinking,
until we see it for our eyes.
Stock, yeah.
Until we see it for ourselves, we're kind of apprehensive, but we'll see.
Yeah, so I want to get to pulling my seat out and all that, and that won't be anything like very fun to watch. So we'll probably come back with like a little bit of progress or the wheel taken off that David's showing you.
We'll show you this fit up, and then we'll get the
jack
wiring.
Stands.
Yep.
So all right, we'll be back in just a minute. Hey guys, we're back. I just wanted to show you something quick. I already moved my seat forward and took out these 2 bolts right here, but they're really easy to get. You can't see this at all. One second, let me get a flashlight. I'm a dummy. So these holes right here on either side, so they're actually really easy to get to on the front, but the back ones are specifically the ones that are in the tracks of the of this. So this one's hard to get to right here, but I have been able to get it with the seat rolled back. However, this one is impossible to get to, and this is why the seat has to be rolled forward, or there's just nothing you can do. So you just pop up this cover right here, and then there's that bolt. It's hiding in there. And so yeah, I'm gonna come back when I have the seat out and we start pulling up the carpet and whatnot. So if you guys aren't familiar with what the bottom of a Bonneville seat looks like, there's a lot of electronics on it, but taking the seat cover is actually a lot more complicated than just taking the whole thing with the rails out.
Oh, we're going to have to pull up the carpet?
Yeah, and so what you'll do is you'll just disconnect this, and you'll disconnect this.
You a lot of fucking pizza in here.
Dude, I guess,
pepperoni everywhere.
Man, that's gross. Oh my god.
It's pepperoni everywhere.
Years of grossness. Yeah, we're definitely vacuuming this shit. That's gross.
You want to eat
But
something?
French fries. Ooh, dude. Yeah, let's eat some.
Some work earplugs.
Nom. So yeah, we're gonna. I like at least that they make it quick with the disconnect, and that's all you gotta do is these 2. And yep, this one's for the heated seat. So, yep, I'll come back after I struggle to get this seat out, because this is like a 60-pound seat. It's tough to get out.
All right, guys, it started pouring. I mean, as you can see, I'm just soaked. We got a little makeshift tarp up here, but we want to show you guys. Damn. That looks so good. It's like this was meant to be. So this is the normal Bonneville rotor. It is clearly not big enough. It should be like several inches bigger. So that's why you need the GXP rotors. But the fitment in there is perfect. It's like nothing touching. And I mean, that's all you need. And then looks like you could even reuse the stock lines, but we're still gonna upgrade to the GXP lines. And then, yeah, that's it. Let me throw the wheel on real fast.
That's sick.
So you guys can see it rotate with the wheel. As you can see, guys, well, I don't know actually if you can see, but there's tons of clearance. There's like several mils of clearance, and that's all you really need on a brake rotor, or sorry, a brake caliper to the wheel. And we can't turn it all the way because it's in park, but you can see it moves uninterfered.
I could
put it neutral.
Potentially put it neutral.
That's fine. I think for our purposes, this confirms everything's going to work. We'll have a full video installing the big brake kit on the Bonneville, just on a day where it's not raining, and we'll have more time because we're almost out of time already just for this. So we're going to put our full focus on getting that wiring fixed for you guys, so you can see. But this is just a little added bonus in a video, you know? You can put big brakes. This is from a 2013 Cadillac ATS Premium, so the 3.6.
Yeah, on Rock Auto, the higher trim model, the higher engine package.
Yep.
So like a 3.6.
Yeah. So this is just the calipers were 120 each, so 240. Pads are like 20. The rotors, I mean, you can find pretty cheap. I mean, all in all, you're probably into it about $400, $500 for a big brake kit.
That's how much we were without the brake line.
Yep.
Like $450, and then.
But that was for the rear rotors as well. So if you're just interested in doing the big brakes up front, it's cheaper.
It'd be like $500 for both of them. Pretty cheap.
Total, yeah.
Yeah, 500, maybe 550 for everything. Yeah, that's pretty cheap, honestly.
And then look how cool they look in that.
Some people pay a lot more for their Brembos.
Yep. And look at that. And oddly, in this lighting, it looks almost blue, like a dark blue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
I don't know. I'm colorblind, so. All right, we're gonna take this off and put the normal caliper back on, and we're gonna focus on getting this. We already got the chair out.
Yeah, I got the chair out. I'm just about to vacuum up the carpet before I end up pulling the carpet away. And so I will be back in just a couple minutes, and it'll be like a second for you.
All right, guys, as you can see, we have, you know, the mighty lake over here.
A pool.
Push the cushion. This is where, so it's been sucking up in here. Yep. So we're thinking about even just drilling a hole.
Possibly.
I mean, if it's gonna do this, you want to drain it a lot.
Yeah, I do, because if it's just gonna sit here and corrode the wire. So now I'm just kind of like making sense of where this exactly is. So this should be around here.
That's it. Yep.
Should be. Now we're gonna figure the fuck out.
Strip the wire loom back.
Yep, exactly. We're just gonna have to cut the wire loom and then try and see where the exposed wire is.
I mean, as you guys can see here, there's literally water sitting in there.
In the harness. Yep.
So that's not what you want on a car.
Not what you want. You do not want a swimming pool in your car. I mean, that does sound cool, though.
We should drill some speed holes.
Some speed holes, yeah. Weight removal. Yeah, we should, because this water is also weight. So yeah, we probably should maybe drill a hole. I'm not sure if that's the best thing to do to your car, but hey, you know what? Like, honestly, nature hasn't done the best to my car already.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go grab some tools.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, we're going to strip back this. And then there's a junction of 2 wires that are in here that are basically exposed, and they corrode because of this, clearly. I mean, there's over 1 inch of water in this. So, yep, and you just fix that wire, replace it, and you are good to go at that point. I say good to go, but this is ridiculous. You're gonna have to leave like the heater on or something for like a bit. All right, guys, we pulled back the loom, and you
can already see
that junk that GM does. It's just covered in tape and exposed.
So we're gonna see, all these wires look good except for this.
They're all wet.
What's under here? They're all wet. They're just soaked.
Maybe we should get the heat gun and kind of just air dry it.
I've done that, and honestly, it's just gonna do it right again in a couple days.
Well, no, I know we're gonna fix this, but
oh yeah.
Oh my god!
I hate that shit. I hate that shit.
Why would they do it like that?
That's cancer dust right there, boy.
Chop it up, snort it.
Oh, it's this. It's this that's the issue.
Yep.
This little junction box. Like, look at how fuck that thing is. Green. Look, that's corroded the wire completely. I wonder how far back I'm gonna have to cut.
You just put these all together.
So we'll show. Yeah. So I think we just do one and one and one and the other, or we put both of these together. Yeah, I think that is. I mean, from the so thing. I'll look back on the forum post.
Do you want to solder it, or do you just want to use a butt connector?
I do want to solder it.
The butt connector. These are really thin. They're gonna be really hard to solder.
Dude, you need some better ones.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, that looks good. Looks good.
Honestly, I think the what's it called I have, they're waterproof. They've got grease in them, so no water can get in there.
Really? All right.
It'll be easier than trying to get a solder gun in here with all this exposed water too. You might electrocute yourself. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get this put back together and clean up everything, I think. But it's just these wires that you saw, that weird junction. This guy right here
just allows water, and
you can see. I mean, you can't see on camera so well, but these metal pins that are biting into them, they're black. They're just
and green too. Yeah. Like, you must be able to see the green.
Yeah, nasty. It's not good.
Well, I'm glad it was that easy to just find and hopefully replace. We'll see. We'll see about that. But yeah, we'll be back in just a little bit.
That's how much water we extracted from under that seat, or in those cushions.
Ew. That is fucking disgusting. That was completely empty.
It was empty
when we started.
Yep. That's how much water extracted. So that's a Bissell carpet cleaner. If you guys are interested, they're
that's crazy.
$130. All right, guys. Well, we got this all reloomed and as tight as a seal as we can get. And with these particular junctions that we use, or these crimp-on guys, they've got grease in there that once you heat it up, it'll make a waterproof seal. And not only that, the singular wire we wrapped up in
a lot of tape.
A lot of tape. And then tape over the entire thing. Then we put the loom on, and then we taped up the loom. So
yeah, it's pretty good and protected. And we're gonna see if this fixes the issue.
Hoping so. We don't know what the next step is. Maybe this, wherever this goes to.
Yeah, like it didn't work for now, but we're thinking the seat isn't plugged in.
Yeah,
so we had, maybe that's it.
We had tested it here. Well, there we go. Yeah, because this is why is your key doing this?
Oh, it's like something new too. So I don't know. I don't know.
Nothing right now, but we're thinking maybe this needs to be plugged in. Maybe there's relays that it needs.
So go ahead and let her down, and I'll.
Oh Jesus! We also went ahead and used the carpet cleaner in this, like you guys saw, to pull out as much moisture. And then we did go back with this while Tristan was wrapping up the loom. I was air drying it the entire time with the heat gun. So it is significantly.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
I wasn't there before.
Significantly drier than it was. You touch it, and it's just kind of wet a little bit, like just surface moisture. But yeah, there we go. We're gonna throw the seat back in. It's actually stopped raining. Kind of dried out a bit, which is very nice and appreciated. Now that we can go throw this in without getting rained on. But we're hoping that's all it is. I mean, I'm not seeing tan wires off of this, but maybe it needs something from it. Who knows?
Yeah, so why don't you go put it down, and then I could probably get it to that. Yeah, it's going on the other side. Okay, so this rail is in the way. There we go.
Hopefully your airbags just don't deploy when you plug in the airbag.
Oh, here, let me get right next to it.
Boom! I don't even know if your chairs have airbags.
Yeah, the chairs do.
All right, here, let's
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm too impatient. I need to know, why does your key not work?
I don't know.
No, nothing.
Damn. I wonder why. Like, this is... Yeah.
Your seat works.
That's disappointing. It works for now.
Yeah. Alright guys, we're gonna go put this back together here.
That's disappointing.
Well guys, unfortunately that doesn't appear to have fixed our problem. If you do have an issue where your windows don't roll up and the locks don't work, I mean, you might as well give it a try and see if it fixes it, because online it says that's usually the problem. So if it's not that, it's something else, and you're gonna need to do more diagnosing. But I mean, now we can rule that out as being our problem. All right guys, well, man, it was tough doing that. Jesus.
Trip. How's the
it
trip?
Was freaking humid, rainy. We got freaking soaked. We didn't even fix our problem.
Didn't even fix it. Well, yeah, that we know of, and so gonna have to do more research into that. But
guys,
we couldn't
just focus on how cool this is.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. I'm excited. I'm so excited. And all we need now are the brake rudders and pads that I already have. They're just in my storage unit buried. So by the time next weekend, hopefully I have that all unburied and over here, and we're gonna put these on. And then maybe we'll
calipers.
Maybe we'll be able to put the rear ones on too.
You know what would be interesting to test? I don't know how we'd even be able to measure it, but like with your old brake setup, doing like a stop and seeing how long it takes you to stop.
I was wondering the exact same thing too, and the only thing I could think of is like you put a cone up to the stop point, and that's the point you slam on your brakes, and then you slam on your brakes and measure how many feet it took to stop.
But we don't have one of them roll and measure things.
No, we don't. We literally have to, I don't know. Measuring tape, like 25 feet.
Just walk with your feet.
Yeah. I mean, that actually would probably get right around.
It'd be interesting, like just go to our spot, get up to speed, slam on the brakes, see how far it takes us, and then replicate the same test with the big brakes and the bigger rear brakes.
Yeah, I thought that exact same thing, so we're on the same page there.
That'd be interesting.
That would be very interesting. Like, that would be really cool to tell people, oh, it'll exactly do this to your car. You know, let you stop in 100 feet sooner or whatever.
I mean, it has a lot to do also with the type of tires he has, and he's got Achilles, you know, that's maximum effort, you know, summer tires, so.
Yeah, please, viewers, help me find another Achilles tire. And
these are sold out everywhere because he blew one of the rears and he doesn't have all four.
Yeah, it's, I think it's that driver, no, it's not that driver's side, it's the passenger rear.
Passenger.
And yeah, it's a different size, different make, and it makes my car vibrate, and I don't like it. I can't even buy the Achilles tire. It's nowhere.
There's not even available.
It's on a national back order, and so unless I find like some Nittos that I want, that's the only way I'm gonna get like 2 tires. Unless I compromise and get something shitty, I don't want to do that.
Yep. Well, this is what we'll be doing next time. If you guys want to catch us installing these, again, it's a Cadillac ATS 2013 Premium calipers. They bolt right up.
They bolt right up. I mean, he proved it. He put it on the car. I did want to test if it would spin, but you know
I moved it back and forth. I had several inches to move. It wasn't touching anything.
Thank good. I mean, like you said, those freaking GT500 Mustangs that have those wheels on it, they have way bigger brakes than this.
Be sure, guys, if you're installing these, have 18s minimum.
Yeah.
with like
17s will not.
You might even need spacers. 17s will not work, and you also, I mean, 19s will clearly fit those.
Yeah, people were saying the 17s might not even fit like the
GXP.
The V8 brakes. So if the 17s wouldn't do that, then you absolutely need an 18 for these. So I'm happy with what I got. These are so nice, and they're
really nice. They're way nicer than the ones I got.
They were not expensive.
Yep.
Like they were really not as expensive.
It's a no-brainer upgrade.
Felt when I heard Brembo, I was like, oh, that's gonna be spendy, but 125 each is like really good.
Yep.
Like I'm happy with that.
Sure.
Plus, because I refunded the other ones and they were 100 each.
Yeah, he basically got them for
like 50 bucks, 50 bucks more, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's way worth.
Oh yes.
So I'm excited with that. Yeah, we probably should have just like bought the one and then be like, does this fit?
Test fit it.
And
yeah.
You know, but it don't matter, it fit. So
we got lucky. Well,
the information you got off the internet was correct, and the information I got off the internet not correct, at least for my issue. So
yeah, with that wiring, we're gonna do some more looking. Worst case scenario, he can take it to some place and they can diagnose it, but it's gonna end up being some type of smart junction box or some other cable that has water in it. I'm sure
some kind of freight cable, something or other. So we're gonna figure that out at a later date. I'm pretty much done. I'm pooped.
Yeah.
I'm wet, and then I'm also like soaked on the inside. I'm sweaty from
humidity.
It being so humid. So yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go fucking do that.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are excited for the Brembos that we're gonna be installing next time. We're getting close with Project F here too. We have the AC delete box that's ready to be installed. We just got to do it. We didn't have time today, and it was raining too. So guys, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. We got a lot more Project F stuff coming. We got Bonneville stuff, those big Brembos, some more tuning. We're going to be taking them to the drag strip. So be sure to subscribe down below, like the video, and we'll see you next time.